the Keiko-2 cell line, which is known to are derived from mucosal epithelium, which express M cells. And so we ran our uptake studies on PBS and deionized water just to see which one had a greater uptake, which we theorized would be the H2O because they have a higher electrostatic field around their particle. And CPE30 was incorporated into the PLGA. So these are our results. And on the left-hand side, which is the CPE just in PBS, you have no uptake. But when you add elastomer, which is we found to have some dependency on our zeta potential in PBS, you get a little an increase in uptake. But when you take your PLGA particle and run uptake in H2O, you get an even higher uptake, which is what we kind of figured because of the electrostatic, all the ionic screening of our microparticles. When we did elastomer within H2O, you get the highest amount of uptake. And so it basically, deionized water with elastomer made it possible for our particles to be uptaken. So in conclusion, we found that the zeta potentials play a substantial role on uptake, and zeta potentials are affected by surfactant by decreasing our zeta potentials by 10 millivolts. But zeta potentials are also significantly are affected by ionic strength of the medium. And through ionic screening, we found that our PLGA, the electrostatic field around our PLGA particles in water allowed for it to come into close proximity to the M cells and allowed for the CPE targeting peptide to get to the M cells directly, ultimately to increase uptake. In our future directions, we would like to address the electrostatic contributions of M cells directly by designing a parallel flow chamber to measure streaming potentials. And my acknowledgements were Dr. Anbari for the use of the Melbourne data sizer, Dr. Jerome Schultz for funding, and the Low Lab B2K, and especially the NSF and IBES program, and Dr. Sharon Walker for references. Questions?
We have time for a number of questions. Before we start, can I ask if Alexander Lee is in the audience? Okay, let's open for questions.
Yeah.
Is this transmit method you're working on supposed to completely replace the traditional one, or is it only for mucosal?
It's just only for mucosal. We're only solely focused on mucosal vaccination. But we want it so it'll be like either orally or you'll like have like a spray vaccine in your nose for like the null, and then for oral it would you would try to modify it to get to the small intestine and Gary patches to get to get an immune response. Yeah.
So is this basically just a method of giving a vaccine? Are you actually giving the vaccine, or is this research so far just been on the method of giving the vaccine?
It's basically on a way, we're trying to figure out, because the mucosal immune system is not very well known, and many labs don't really know how to get uptake by mucosal. So we're really in trying to understand the process of the mucosal immune system to design our vaccine. But it's right now we don't have a vaccine yet.
You can't necessarily apply a vaccine yet.
Yeah.
You can't just add on a current vaccine to this new method.
No.
Yes. Okay.
Other questions? Time for a few more.
What other applications do you see for this particular method of delivery? Will it only be the oral vaccination for the different type, or are there also injectables?
No, we're going away from needle-free vaccines. That's why. So it would be like an either spray vaccine, like I was saying, or orally digested. But it would be solely to focus or target mucosal diseases. Because right now, systemic vaccines don't really focus on mucosal immunization. They focus on just immunizing the systemic system. And we're trying to look for higher immunization of the mucosal system.
And then on the system of dispersal, you said you use colloidal systems?
Yes.
Now, if you tied it in a water-based system with a less colloidal, would that make a big difference on the data
labs trying to do this, or are you guys the only one?
There's a few other labs, but like I think Dr. Lowe was telling me there's only really like 6 or 7 labs that focus on mucosal immunization altogether in the United States. So we're pretty, yeah.
Maybe you already said this before, but if you don't have a vaccine to put into your vessel,
Well, we have, I probably misspoke, but we have a recombinant H8 influenza protein that we conjugate, that they created in our lab, and we put that into our particles, and then we do like in vivo testing in mice to see like immunization within that, but I mean, we can't obviously do it in a human study right now.
So what kind of effects does it have on the mice?
They see some form of immunization. I'm not exactly sure because that's not my focus, but yeah, they do see that it does get a pretty an immunization response.
And is that response from the existing method, or is it just the regular?
It's from this method because we're taking our microparticles and like inserting it into the null of the mouse, and we're seeing that like we're getting a immunization response.
I have a question, which is, given that we have a substantial business group here, this is before translational research, but it's close to translational research. Any speculation from Ms. Bennett on how to construct a business plan? Sorry, put them on the spot.
That's okay. I think the first thing you've got to find out is the demand and the acceptability, because before you design a product that is workable, you've got to find out what the specifications of the end use are, so that when you said you're going for the oral versus the nasal, I'm sure, and you're going away from injectables, that's a desirable market. In fact, especially in the pediatric market and also a lot of other adult markets, they prefer that. But then, like when they introduced that insulin that could be inhaled, the company had to withdraw that because it had some negative consequences, the side effects that they had not anticipated. So in trying to come up with a business model, not only do you have to have functionality, but you have to have economics and no side effects or less side effects or acceptable side effects. So that would be the business model that one would use to find out what the specifications are. Then you can design the product to apply in a particular circumstance that would be value centered, and then the patent could be issued for proprietary